The book of Job, an ancient story, a man named Job. He was good, he was devout, he had it all: family, wealth, blessings. Then everything changed. His world crumbled, his children died, his wealth vanished, his body racked with pain. Why? This is Job's question. This is the human question. Why do bad things happen to good people? Why does suffering exist? Job's story isn't just an ancient tale, it's a reflection of our own struggles. Job sits among the ashes, a mirror to our own doubts, our own search for meaning in a world that often feels random and cruel. He cries out, challenging the heavens, demanding answers. His voice echoes through time, connecting with every soul who has ever questioned, every heart that has ever ached. Job's friends, they come to comfort him, but their words ring hollow. They say he must have sinned. Suffering, they claim, is punishment. But Job, he knows better. He knows his own heart. He has lived a righteous life. Why do the innocent suffer? He cries out. This is the question that pierces the heart of the human experience. If God is good, if God is just, then why is there so much pain in the world? Job refuses easy answers. He refuses to accept a God who punishes without cause. His struggle isn't blasphemy. It's a testament to his faith. He believes in a God who is just, and he demands that justice be shown. His cry is a raw, honest plea for understanding. It is the cry of every soul who has ever looked at the face of suffering and questioned the very nature of God. Then God responds, not with words of comfort, but with a whirlwind. God speaks from the storm, revealing the vastness of creation, the power that holds the universe together. Job, he sees the stars, the oceans, the creatures of the earth. He sees the power that dwarfs his own understanding. God's answer is not an explanation, but an experience. Job is confronted with the immensity of creation, the complexity of a universe beyond human comprehension. The whirlwind is a reminder that God's ways are not our ways. God's thoughts are higher than our thoughts. Job's questions, as bold and honest as they are, may be ultimately unanswerable within the limits of human understanding. Job, humbled by the experience, still yearns for connection. He desires a mediator, someone to stand between himself and God. He wants to plead his case, to understand why he suffers. This longing reflects a fundamental human need. We seek connection with the divine, with the forces that shape our lives. We yearn for understanding, for a bridge across the chasm of the unknown. Job's desire for a mediator speaks to this deep-seated human need. We want to believe that our voices are heard, that our pain is acknowledged, even if we can't comprehend the reasons behind it. This longing for connection is at the heart of faith, at the core of what it means to be human. Section 5 echoes in the present. Job's struggle, our search for meaning. Job's story, written thousands of years ago, still resonates today. We live in a world filled with suffering. We see it on the news, we feel it in our own lives. The questions Job asked are our questions too. Why do bad things happen? Why is there so much pain? We may never have all the answers, but Job's story reminds us that it's okay to ask the hard questions. It's okay to wrestle with doubt, to cry out in our pain. Faith isn't about blind acceptance, it's about searching for truth. Even in the darkest of times, Job teaches us that we can question God, even argue with God, and still be considered righteous. His story is a testament to the enduring power of faith, even in the face of unimaginable suffering. Section 6. The silence and the storm. Wrestling with unanswered questions. Sometimes, like Job, we face silence, we cry out, we question, but the answers elude us. The storm rages on and we feel lost in the chaos. But even in the silence, even in the storm, there is a truth to hold on to. The truth that we are not alone. The truth that our pain is not meaningless. The truth that even when we don't understand, we can still trust in something greater than ourselves. Job's story doesn't offer easy answers, but it reminds us that it's okay to sit with the questions. It's okay to acknowledge the mystery, the complexity of a world we may never fully understand. The silence and the storm are part of the journey, part of what it means to be human. Section 7. Finding meaning in the midst of suffering, a path forward. Job's story doesn't end with an explanation. It ends with restoration. God blesses Job, giving him back more than he lost, but the scars remain. The memory of his suffering, the questions he asked, they become part of who he is. Perhaps the meaning of suffering isn't about finding answers, but about finding growth. Perhaps it's in the struggle, in the questioning, that we discover our strength, our resilience, our capacity for compassion. Maybe the meaning isn't something to be found, but something to be made. Something we create through our actions, our choices, how we choose to love and live in a world where suffering is an undeniable reality. Section 8, the Book of Job, a timeless mirror reflecting humanity's heart. The Book of Job, it's not just a story, it's a mirror. It reflects the doubts, the fears, the hopes that reside in each of us. It reminds us that we are not alone in our suffering, in our questioning. Thousands of years later, Job's words still hold power. They remind us that it's okay to ask why. They remind us that faith can coexist with doubt. They remind us that even in the darkest of times, there is always hope. The Book of Job is a testament to the enduring human spirit, to our capacity for resilience, for compassion, for a love that perseveres even in the face of unimaginable pain. Section 9. A legacy of questions, a journey of faith, Job's gift to us. Job's story doesn't offer easy answers, but it offers something perhaps even more valuable. A legacy of questions, a journey of faith. It invites us to engage with the big questions, to wrestle with doubt, to embrace the mystery. It reminds us that faith is not about having all the answers, but about trusting in something beyond ourselves, even when we don't understand. Job's gift to us is the permission to question, to doubt, to struggle, and to emerge from the other side, changed perhaps, but not broken. His story is a reminder that faith is not a destination, but a journey. A lifelong exploration of what it means to be human in a world filled with both beauty and pain.